Numbers, New King James Version, Chapter 1, the first census of Israel. Now the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of meeting, in the first day of the second month, in the second year, after they had come out to the land of Egypt, saying, Take a census of all the congregation of the children of Israel, by their families, by their father's house, according to the numbers of the names, were male individuals from 20 years old and above. All are able to go to war in Israel. You and Aaron shall number them by their armies, and with you there shall be a man from every tribe, each one the head of his father's house. These are the families of the men who shall stand with you. From Reuben, Eleazar, Elizur, the son of Eshedeur, Shedeur. From Simeon, Simeon, Shelham, Shelumiel, the son of Urshadad, Zurishaddai. From Jonah, Judah, Nashon, Nahshon, the son of Amminadab, Amminadab. From Issachar, Issash, Nathaniel, Nathanel, the son of Zuhar, Zuar. From Zebulun, Zebulu, and Elidad, Eliab, the son of Helon, Helon. From the son of Joshua, Joseph. From Ephraim, Ephram, Eliasam, Elishama, the son of Amihud, Ammihud. From Mahasheh, Manasseh, Gamal, Gamaliel, the son of Pedaz, Pedahzur. From Benjamin, Abidah, Benjamin, Benjamin, and Adad is Abidin, the son of Gid, Gideoni, Gideon. From Dan, Dan, and Eleazar, Ahizer, the son of Ammian, Ammiasaddai. From Asher, Pagai, Pagiel, the son of Ocran, Ocran. From Gad, Gad, Eliasaph, Eliashaph, the son of Deuel, Deuel. From Natal, Naphtali, Erha, Ahira, the son of Enah, Enaa. And these were the chosen from the congregation, leaders of their fathers' tribes, heads of the division in Israel. Then Moses and Aaron took these men who had been mentioned by name, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they recited their ancestry by families, by family, and by their father's house, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and above, each one individually, as the Lord commanded Moses. So he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. Now the children of Reuben, Israel's oldest son, their genealogies by their families and by their father's house, according by the number of names, every male individually, from 20 years old and above all, who were able to go to war. These who were numbered from the tribe of Reuben were 46,500. From the children of Simeon, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, of those who were numbered according to the number of names, every male individually from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Simeon were 59,300. From the children of Gad, Gad, their genealogy by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Gad were 40,650. From the children of Jonah, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Jonah were 74,600. From the children of Issachar, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered from the tribe of Issachar were 44,400. From the children of Zebulun, their genealogy by their families, house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered from the tribe of Zebulun were 57,400. From the sons of Joshua and the children of Ephraim, their genealogy by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered for the tribe of Ephraim were 40,500. The children of Manasseh, their genealogy by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Manasseh were 32,200. From the children of Benjamin, their genealogy by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Benjamin were 35,400. From the children of Dan, their genealogies by their fathers, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Dan were 62,700. From the children of Asher, their genealogy by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Asher were 41,500. From the children of Natal, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribes of Naphtali were 53,400. These were the ones who were numbered, whom Moses and Aaron numbered. With the leaders of Israel, 12 men, each one respending his father's house. So all who were numbered of children of Israel by their father's house, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war in Israel, all who were numbered were 3,550. But the Levites were not numbered among them by their fathers' tribes, for the Lord had spoken to Moses, saying, Only the tribe of Levi you shall not number, nor take a census of them among the children of Israel, but you shall appoint the Levites over the tribe of the testimony, over all the furnishings, over all the things that belong to it. They shall carry the tabernacle and all of its furnishings. They shall attend to it and camp around its tabernacle. And when the tabernacle is to go forward, the Levites shall take it down. And when the tabernacle is to set up, the Levites shall set it up, and outsider who comes near shall be put to death. Then children of Israel shall pitch their tent, every one by his own camp, everyone by his own standards according to their armies. But the Levites shall camp around the tabernacle of the testimony, that there may be no wrath on their congregation of the children of Israel. And the Levites shall keep charge of the tabernacle of testimony. Thus the children of Israel did accordingly to all that the Lord had commanded Moses, so they did. The tribes of the leaders of Amorites. Chapter 2. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Every one of the children of Israel shall camp by his own standard, besides the embellishments of his father's house. They shall camp some distance from the tabernacle of meeting on to the east side towards the rising of the sun. Those of the standard of the faces with Jonah shall camp according to their armies. And Nashion, the son of Amminadab, shall be the leaders on the children of Jonah, and his army was numbered at the 74,600. Those who camp next to him shall be the tribe of Issachar, and Netal, the son of Zur, shall be the leader of the children of Issachar, and his army was numbered at 44,400. Then it comes to the tribe of Zebul, and Eliab, the son of Helon, shall be the leader of the children of Zebulun, and his army, and the number of it 57,400, and all who were in the numbered accordingly to their armies of the forces, with Jonah on 186,400. These shall break camps first. On the south side shall be the standard of the forces with Reuben accordingly to their armies, and the leaders on their children of Reuben shall be Eleazar, the son of Shedeur, Shedeur, and his armies are numbered at 46,500. Those who camp next to him shall be the tribe of Simeon, and the leaders of the children of Simeon shall be Shelham, Shelumiel, and the sons of Zelphiam is Zurisaddai, and the armies was numbered at 59,300. Then comes the tribes of Gad, and the leaders of the children of Gad shall be Eleasah, Eliashaph, the sons of Reuel, Reuel, and his army was numbered at 45,650. All who were numbered accordingly to their armies of the forces with Reuben 151,450. They shall be the second to break the camp. And the tabernacle of meeting shall move out with the camp unto the Levites into the middle of the camp, as the camp, so they shall move out, everyone into his place by their standards. On the west side shall be the standard of the forces with Ephraim accordingly to their armies, and the leaders of the children of Ephraim shall be Elishaham, the son of Ammihud, Ammihud, and his armies was numbered at 40,500. Next to him comes the tribe of Manasseh, and the leader of that children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel, Gamaliel, the son of Pedahzur, Pedahzur, and his armies was numbered at 32,200. Then comes the tribe of Benjamin, and the leaders of the children of Benjamin shall be Adan, Abidan, the son of Gidon, Gideoni, and his armies was numbered at the 35,400, and all who were numbered accordingly to their armies, the force with Ephraim 180,100. They shall be the third to break camp. The standard of the force of Dan shall be on the north side accordingly to their armies, and the leaders of the children of Dan shall be Ahizer, Ahizer, the son of Ammion, Ammisaddai, and his armies was numbered at 62,700. Those who camped next to him shall be the tribe of Asher, and the leaders of the children of Asher shall be Pagal, the son of Ocran, Ocran, and his armies was numbered at 41,500. Then comes the tribe of Natal, and the leaders of the children of Natal shall be Hera, the son of Hanan, and his armies was numbered at 53,400, and all who were numbered from the forces of Dan 157,600. They shall break camp, lest when their standards, these are the ones who were numbered of the children of Israel by their father's house, all who were numbered accordingly to their armies of the forces were 603,550. But the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. Thus the children of Israel did accordingly to all that the Lord had commanded Moses, so that they camped by their standards, and so that they broke camp, each one by his fathers according to their father's house, the son of Aaron. Chapter 3, the son of Aaron. Now these are the recordings of Aaron and Moses. When the Lord had spoken with Moses on the Mount Sinai, and these are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab, Nadab, the firstborn of Abihu, Abihu, Eleazar, Eleazar, and Itamar, Ithamar. These were the names of the sons of Aaron, Aaron, the anointed priests, whom be consecrated by ministry as priests. Nadab and Abihu had died before the Lord. Then they often offered profane fire before the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children. So Eleazar and Itamar ministered to the priest of the presence of Aaron their father. The Levites serve in the tabernacle. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Bring the tribe of Levi near, and present them before Aaron the priest, that they may serve him, and they shall attend to his needs, and the needs of the whole congregation before the tribe of meeting. To do the work of the tabernacle also they shall attend to all the furnishings of the tabernacle of meeting, and to the needs of the children of Israel, to do the work of the tabernacle. And you may give to the Levites, to Aaron and his sons, they are given entirely to him from among the children of Israel, so that you shall appoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall attend to their priesthood. But the outsider who comes near shall be put to death. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Now behold, I myself have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel, instead of every firstborn who has opened the womb among the children of Israel. Therefore the Levites shall be mine, and because all of the firstborn of mine, one on the day that I struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified myself, all the firstborn of Israel, both men and beasts. They shall be mine, and I am the Lord's. And I am the Lord. Census of the Levites commanded. Then the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Number the children of Levi by their father's house, by their families, and shall number every male, from among the old to above. So Moses numbered them accordingly to the word of the Lord, as he had commanded. These were the Sons of Levi, by their names: Gershon, Kohath, Kohath, and Merari, Merai. And these were the names of the sons of Gershon, by their families: Libni, Libni, the Simeon, Shimei, and the son of Kohath, Kohath, by their families: Amram, Amram, Lehar, Lzehar, Hebron, Hebron, and Uzziel, Uzziel, and the son of Merari, Merari, by their families: in Mahali, Mahli, the Musai, Mushi. These were the families of the Levites by their families' house. From Gershon comes the family of the Libnites, Libnites, and the families of the Simonites, Shimites. These were the families of the Gershonites, Gershonites. These were the numbered accordingly to the number of all the males from a month old and above, to all those who were numbered. These were 7,500. The families of the Gershonites were to camp behind the tabernacle westward, and the leaders of the father's house of the Gershonites was Eliasaph, Eliashaph, the son of Leel, Lael. The duties of the children of Gershon is the tabernacle of meeting, including the tabernacle of tent with its covering, and the screen of the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and the screen of the door of the court, the hangings of the court which are around the tabernacle of the altar, and the cords accordingly to all the work relating to them. From Kohath, Kohath, comes to the family of the Amorites, the family of the Izharites, Izharitez, the family of the Hebrites, and the family of the Unites, Uzzielites. These were the families of the Kohathites, Kohathites, according to the number of the families from the month old and above. These were the 8,600, keeping the charge of over the sanctuary. The families of the children of Kohath were in camp of the south side of the tabernacle, and the leaders of the father's house into the families of the Kohathites, Kohathites, was Ephraim, Elizaphan, the son of Uzziel. These duties include the ark of the table, the lampstand, and the altar, of the utensils of the sanctuary with which they ministered, the screen and the work relating to them. And Eleazar the son of Aaron and the priest was to be chief over the leaders of the Levites, which oversight of those who keep charge of the sanctuary. From Merari come to the family of the Mahalites, Mahlites, and the families of the Mushanites, Mushites, these were the families as Merari, Merai, and these who were numbered accordingly to the number of all the families from a month old and above were 6,200. The leaders of the father's house of the families of Merari, Merai, was Zuriel, Zuriel, the son of Abichal. These were the camps of the north side of the tabernacle, and the appointed of the duty of the children of Merari, Merai, including the boards of the tabernacle unto the bars, its pillars and the sockets, the utensils and all the work related to them, and the pillars of the court of all around with their sockets, their pegs and their cords, moreover those who were to camp before the tabernacle of east, before the tabernacle of the meeting, where Moses, Aaron, and his sons kept charge of the sanctuary to meet the needs of the children of Israel. But the outsider who came near was in to put to death all who were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron numbered at the commandment of the Lord by their families. All the families from a month old and above were 22,000. Levites dedicated instead of the firstborn. Then the Lord said to Moses, number all the firstborn males of the children of Israel from month and old above, and take the number of their names, and you shall take the Levites for me, and I am the Lord, instead of all of the firstborn among the children of Israel, and of the livestock of the Levites, instead of all the firstborn among the livestock of the children of Israel. So Moses numbered all the firstborn among the children of Israel, as the Lord had commanded him, and all the firstborn males according to the number of names from month old and above, for those who were numbered for them were 22,273. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, take the Levites instead of all of the firstborns and the children of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites instead of their livestock. The Levites shall be mine. I am the Lord. And for the redemption of the 273 for the firstborn of the children of Israel, who are more than the number of the Levites, you shall take 5 shekels of each one. Individually you shall take them in the currency of the shekel of the sanctuary, the shekel of 20 girds, GERAHS, and you shall give the money with which the excess number of them is redeemed to Aaron and his son. So Moses took the redemption money from those who were over to and above, those who were redeemed by their Levites from the firstborn of the children of Israel. He took the money, 1,365 shekels, accordingly to the shekels of the sanctuary. And Moses gave their redemption money to Aaron and his sons, accordingly to the word of the Lord, as the Lord had commanded Moses. Chapter 4. Duties of the son of Kohath. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, take a census of the sons of Kohath from among the children of Levi, by their families house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who entered the service to do the work of the tabernacle of meeting. This is the service of the sons of Kohath and the tabernacle of the meeting related to the most holy thing. When when the camp when the camp prepares to journey, Aaron and his sons shall come and shall take down the carvings, veils, and the covering of the ark, and the testimony with it. Then they shall put on it a overing of badger skin over, and spread over that is cloth entirely of blue, and they shall insert a pole on the table of the showbread. They shall spread a blue cloth and put on it the dishes, the pans, and the bowls, and the pitchers, and the pouring in the showbread shall be on it. They shall spread over them a scarlet cloth, and cover the same with a covering of badger skin, and they shall insert poles, and they shall take a blue cloth and cover the lampstand on the light with the lamp, its wick, trimmers, its trays, and the lamps, its wick, trimmers, and its trays, and all of its oil vessels with which they service it. Then they shall put it with all of its utensils in a covering of badger skin, and put it on a carrying beam over the golden altar. They shall spread a blue cloth and cover it with a covering of badger skin, and they shall insert a poles. Then they shall take all the utensils of service with which they minister to the sanctuary, and put them into a blue cloth, cover them with a covering of badger skin, and put them on a carrying beam. Also they shall take away the ashes from the altar, and spread a purple cloth over it. They shall put on it all the implements with which they minister there, the fire pan, and the forks, and the shovels of the basins, and all the utensils of the altars. And they shall spread on it a covering of badger skin, and insert the poles. And then Aaron and his sons have finished covering the sanctuary, and of all the finishings of the sanctuary, then the camp is set to go. Then the sons of Kohath shall come to carry them, but they shall not touch any holy thing, lest they die. These are the things in the tabernacle of meeting which the son of Kohath are to carry. The appointed duty of the Eleazar, the son of Aaron, and the priest, is the oil of the light of the sweet incense, and the daily grain offering, the anointing oil, and the oversight of all the tabernacle, of all that is in it, and with the sanctuary of the furnishings. Then the Lord has spoken to Moses and Aaron, saying, Do not cut off to the tribe of the families of the Kohathites, and for among the Levites, but do this in regards to them, that they may live and not die with them. Approach the most holy thing. Aaron and his sons shall go in and appoint each of them in his service and his task, but they shall not go in to watch while their holy thing are being covered, lest they die. Duties of the sons of Gershon. And then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Also take a census of the son of Gershon, by their father's house, by their families from the 30 years old and above, then to 50 years old, and shall number them all. They enter to perform the service, to do the works of the tabernacle of meeting. This is the service of the families of the Gershonites in service, and carrying they shall carry the curtains of the tabernacle, and the tabernacle of meeting with its curtains, the coverings of badger skin that is on it, the screens for the door of the tabernacle of meeting, the screens of the door on the gate of the court, and hanging of the court which are around the tabernacle of the altar, and their cords unto the furnishings for their service, and all that is made for these things, so shall they serve. Aaron and his sons shall assign all the service of the sons of the Gershonites, all their tasks and all their services, and all shall appoint to them all their tasks and their duties. This is the service of the families of the sons of Gershon into the tribe, into the tabernacle of meeting, and their duties shall be numbered, and authority of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, and the priest. Duties of the son of Merari, M-E-R-A-I. As the son of Merari, you shall number them by their families and their father's house for 30 years old and above. Even 50 years old shall number them, everyone who enters the service to do the works of the tabernacle of meeting. And this is what they must carry as all their service for the tabernacle of meeting: the boards of the tabernacle, its bars, its pillars, its sockets, and the pillars around the court and their sockets, pegs and cords with all of their furnishings and all their service and all. And you shall assign to each man by name the items of the most carry. This is the service of the families of the sons of Merari as their service for the tabernacle of meeting, under the authority of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, and the priest. Census for the Levites. And Moses and Aaron and the leaders of the congregation numbered the sons of Kohathites, Kohaties, by their families and by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, everyone who entered the service for work into the tabernacle of meeting. And these who were numbered by their fathers were 2,750. These were the ones who were numbered of the families of the Kohathites, all who might serve into the tabernacle of meeting, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the command of the Lord by the hand of Moses. And those who were numbered of the son of Gershon by their families and by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, everyone who entered the service for work, the tabernacle of meeting. Those who were numbered by their families by their father's house were 2,630. These were the ones who were numbered of the families of the son of Gershon, for all who might serve into the tabernacle of the meeting, whom Moses and Aaron numbered accordingly to the commandment of the Lord. Those of the families of the son of Merari who were numbered by their families by their father's house, families from 30 years old and above, even of the 50 years old, everyone who entered the service of the work into the tabernacle of meeting. Those who were numbered by their families were 30,200. These are the ones who were numbered of the families of the son of Merah, whom Moses and Aaron numbered accordingly to the word of the Lord by the hand of Moses, and all who were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron and the leaders of Ishmael numbered by their families and by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, everyone who have come to the work of service and to the work of for being burdened in the tabernacle of meeting. Those who were numbered were 8,580. Accordingly to the commandments of the Lord, they were numbered by their hand from Moses, each accordingly to the service, and accordingly to his task. Thus were they numbered by him, as the Lord had commanded Moses. Chapter 5. I'm going to take a quick break. Please listen to the music. Okay. Chapter 5. Let's see. Criminally unclean persons isolated. Okay. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they put out the camp every leper, everyone who has discharge, and whoever becomes defiled by a corpse. You shall put out both male and female. You shall put them outside the camps, that they may not defile their camps into the midst of which I dwell. And the children of Israel did so, and put them outside the camps as the Lord spoke to Moses. So the children of Israel did, confessing and restitution. Restitution. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, when a man or a woman commits any sin, and that men commit in unfaithfulness against the Lord, and that person is guilty, then he shall confess the sin which he has committed. He shall make resolution for his trespass in full, plus 1/5 of it, and give it to the one he has wronged, but the man has not relative to whom resolution may be made from wrong. The resolution for the wrong must go to the Lord for the present in a mission of the ram of the atonement with which atonement is made on him. Every offering of all the holy things of the children of Israel which they had brings to the priest shall be his, and every man's holy thing shall be his. Whatever any man gives the priest shall be his. Concerning unfaithful wives. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, If any man's wife goes astray, and behaves unfaithfully towards him, and a man lies with her carnally, and it is hindered from the eyes of her husband, and it is concealed that she has defiled herself, and there was no witness against her, nor was she caught. If the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous of his wife who has defiled herself, of it the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous of his wife, although she has not defiled herself, then the man shall bring his wife to the priest. He shall bring the offering required from her, 1/10 of an ephah, and barley meal. He shall pour no oil onto it, and put on frankincense on it, because it is a grain offering of jealousy, an offering of remembering, for bringing iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near and set her from the Lord. The priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and take some of the dust that is on the floor of the tabernacle, and put it into the water. Then the priest shall stand the woman before the Lord, uncover the woman's head, and put the offering of remembering in her hand, which is in the grain offering of the jealousy, and the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that brings a curse. And the priest shall put her under oath, and say to the woman, If no man has lain with you, and if you have not gone astray to uncleanness while under your husband's authority, he be free from this bitter water that brings a curse. But if you have gone astray while under your husband's authority, and if you have defiled yourself, and some man other than your husband has lain with you, then the priest shall put on the woman under the oath of the curse. And he shall say to the woman, The Lord make you a curse and an oath among your people. And then the Lord makes your thigh rot, and your belly swell, and may this water that causes the curse go into your stomach, and make your belly swell, and your thigh rot. And the woman shall say, Amen, so be it. Then the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall scrap them off into the bitter water, and he shall make the woman drink the bitter water that brings the curse, and the water that brings the curse shall enter her becoming bitter, then the priest shall take the grain offering, and the jealousy from the woman's hand shall wave the offering before the Lord and bring it into the altar. And the priest shall take a handful of the offering as its memorial portion, burn it on the altar, and afterwards make the woman drink the water. Then he has made her drink the water, then it shall be, if she has defiled herself and behaved unfaithfully towards her husband, that the water that brings a curse will enter her and become bitter, and her belly will swell, her thigh will rot, and the woman will become a curse among the people. But if the woman had defiled herself and is clean, then she shall be free and may conceive children. This is the law of jealousy. Then a wife, while under her husband's authority, goes astray and defiles herself, or then the spirit of jealousy comes upon a man, and he becomes jealous on his wife. Then he shall stand the woman before the Lord, and the priest shall execute all the law upon her. Then the man shall be free from iniquity, but the woman shall bear her guilt. Chapter 6. The law of the Nazarite. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, when either a man or a woman consecrates an offering to take the vow of a Nazarite to separate himself to the Lord, she shall separate himself from wine and similar drink. He shall drink neither vinegar made from wine nor vinegar made from similar drink, neither shall he drink any grape juice, nor eat first grapes or raisins all the days of his separation. He shall eat nothing that is produced by the grapevine from seed to skin all the days of the vow of his separation. No raisin shall come upon his head until the day of fulfilled for which he separates himself into the Lord. He shall be holy. Then he shall let the lock of the hair of his head grow all the days of that he separates himself from the Lord. He shall not go near a dead body. He shall not make himself unclean, even for his father or his mother or his brother or his sister. Then they die because they separated to God is on his head. All the days of his separation he shall be holy unto the Lord. And if anyone dies suddenly besides him, and he defiles the consecration head, then he shall shave his head unto the day of his cleansing. Unto the 7th day he shall shave it. Then on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtle doves and 2 young piglings on the priest to the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and the priest shall offer one of a sin offering and the other of a burnt offering, and make atonement for him, because he sinned in regards to the corpse. And he shall consecrate his head that same day. He shall consecrate the Lord to the Lord that day, and his separation, and bring a male lamb into his first year unto the tabernacle and unto the trespass offering. But the former day shall be lost, because he is separation was defiled. Now this is the law of the Nazarites. Then the day of the separation and fulfilled day of the separation. Now is the law of the Nazarites on the day of the separation and fulfilled. He shall be brought to the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and he shall present his offering to the Lord, one male lamb in its first year without blemish as a burnt offering, one ewe lamb in its first year without blemish as a sin offering, one ram without blemish as a peace offering, a basket of unleavened bread, cake of fine flour mixed with oil, under unleavened wafers anointed with oil, and their grain offerings with their drink offerings. Then the priest shall drink them before the Lord, and offer his sin offerings and his burnt offerings, and he shall offer the ram as a sacrifice of a peace offering to the Lord with the baskets of unleavened bread. The priest shall also offer its grain offering and its drink offering. Then the Nazarite shall shave his consecrated head at the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and shall take the hair of his consecration head and put it onto the fire which is under the sacrifice of the peace offering. And the priest shall take the boiled shoulder of the ram and unleavened cake from the basket and one unleavened wafer, and put them onto the head of the Nazarite after he has shaved his consecrated hair. And the priest shall wave them as a wave offering before the Lord. They are holy for the priest, together with the breast of the wave offering and the thigh. Of the heaven offering, after the Nazarite may drink wine. This is the law of the Nazarite who wove the Lord the offering of his separation and his besides that wave, else his hand is able to provide accordingly to the vow which he takes, so that the number do accordingly to the law of the separation, the priestly blessing. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and his sons, saying, This is the way you shall bless the children of Israel, saying to them, The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you, and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift his countenance upon you, and give you peace. So they shall put my name on the children of Israel, and will I bless them. Offerings of the leaders, chapter 7. Now it has come to pass, when Moses had finished setting up the tabernacle, that he anointed it and consecrated it, and all of its furnishings and its altars and all of its utensils. So he anointed them and consecrated them. Then the leaders of the Israels, the head of their father's house, who were the leaders of the tribes of the other, over those who were numbered, named, made an offering, and they brought their offering before the Lord, 6 covered carts and 12 oxen in a cart for every 2 of the leaders, and for each one an ox. And they presented them before the tabernacle. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Accept these from them, that they may be used to do the works of the tabernacle of meeting, and you shall give them to the Levites, to every man accordingly to his service. So Moses took the cart and the oxen and gave them to the Levites, 2 carts and 4 oxen. He gave to his sons and Gershon accordingly to their service, and 4 carts and 8 oxen he had given to the sons of Merari accordingly to their service, under authority of Itamar, the son of Aaron and the priest. But to the son of Kohath he had given none, because there was the service of the holy thing which they carried onto their shoulders. Now the leaders have offered the dedication offering for the altars. Then it was anointed, so that the leaders offered their offerings before the altar. For the Lord said to Moses, they shall offer their offerings 1 leader each day for the dedication of their altars. And the one who offered his offering on the first day was Nahshon, Nahshon, the son of the Amminadab, Dab, from the tribe of Jonah. His offering was of a silver platter, the weight of which was on the 100 of the 30 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, accordingly to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil, as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels, full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in the first year, as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and for the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. These were the offering of Nahshon, Nahshon, the son of Amminadab, Amminadab. On the second day, Nathaniel, the son of Zor, leader of the Issachar, presented an offering from the offering of the offered 1 silver platter on the weight of the which one was 130 shekels and of silver, a bowl of 70 shekels, accordingly to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil, as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels full. Of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year, as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Nathaniel into the son of Zur. On the third day, Eliab, the son of Helon, leader of the children of Zebulun, the present of an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, 1 weight of the which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, accordingly to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil, as a grain offering, 1 golden pan, 10 shekels. Okay. Full of incense, 1 full bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb into the first year, as a burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and for the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 ox, 5 ram, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Eliab, the son of Huel. On the 4th day, Eliu, the son of Shardum. The 4th day, Eliar, the son of Shadurn, leader of the children of Reuben, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the height of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, accordingly to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan and 10 shekels, full of innocence, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb into the first year, as a burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goat of a sin offering, as an sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 ram, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in the first year. This was the offering of Eleazar, the son of Eshur. On the 50th day, Shelhim, Shelium, Iel, the son of Zechariel, leader of the children of Simeon, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and the silver bowl of the 70 shekels, accordingly to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan and 10 shekels. Full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb in its first year, as a burnt offering, 1 kid of a goat as a sin offering, and as a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 ram, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs into the first year. This was the offering of Shelhumel, the son of Zurishaddai. On the 6th day, Eleazar, the son of Deuel, leader of the children of Gad, priest of the offering, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, 1 weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl, and 70 shekels, accordingly to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil as grain offerings, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels, full of innocence, and 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb into its first year, as a burnt offering, 1 kid of a goat as a sin offering, and as a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 ram, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Eleazar, the son of Deuel, D-E-U-E-L. Okay, on the 7th day, Eliur, the son of Adaman, it's Ammihud, leader of the children of Ephraim, presented an offering. His offering was a silver platter, the weight of which was on the 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl, and 170 shekels, according to the shekels of the sanctuary, bowls of them full of fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels, full of innocence, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as the sacrifice of a peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Eliashama, Elishama, the son of Amminadab, Ammidhud. On the 8th day, Gamaliel, the son of Pedahzur, Pedahuz, leader of the children of Manasseh, priest of the offering of his offering, was 1 silver platter with weight in which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl, 1/6 shekel, according to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of the flour mixed with oil and grain offering. And gold and 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in his first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goat as a sin offering, and as the sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of it. Gamaliel, the son of Pedahzur, Pedahuzur. On the 9th day, Abraham, the son of Gideon, leader of the children of Benjamin, presented an offering. This offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl as sanctuary, which what shekel accordingly to the shekel of the sanctuary, of both of them full and fine flour mixed with oil as grain offering, 1 gold pan, and 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb into the first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Abihada, the son of Gideon. On the 10th day, Eleazar, the son of Amminadab, Ammishaddai, leader of the children of Dan, priest of the offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 30 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, accordingly to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil as grain offering, 1 gold pan, 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as the sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Eleazar, the son of Amminadab, Ammishaddai. On the 11th day, Pagiel, the son of Ocran, Ocran, leader of the children of Asher, priest, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, 1 weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl, 70 shekels, accordingly to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold pan, and 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, and 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and as a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 ram, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Pagal, the son of Oren. On the 20th day, Era, the son of Aniah, leader of the children of Natal, priest of offering, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, 1 weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl as 70 shekels, accordingly to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold pan in 10 shekels, full of innocence. 1 young bull and 1 ram, and 1 male lamb in his first year as a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goats as a grain offering, and as a sacrifice peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 ram, and 5 male goats as 5 male lambs their first year. This was the offering of Ariah of the son of Aniah. This was one of the dedication offerings for the altar of the leaders of Israel. Then it was anointed 20 silver platters, 20 silver bowls, and 20 gold pans, each silver platter weight 130 shekels, and each bowl 70 shekels, all silver of the vessels, weight of 2,100 shekels, accordingly to the shekels of the sanctuary. The 12 golden pans full of incense, weight 10 shekels apiece, accordingly to the shekels of the sanctuary, all of gold of pans, weight 120 shekels. All the oxen of the burnt offerings were 12 young bull of the ram, 20 the male lambs of their first year, 12 of their young grain, and the kid of the goat as a sin offering, 12, and all the oxen of the sacrifice of peace offerings. There 24 bulls of rams, and 60 the male goats, 60 of the lambs of their first year. 60 of this was the dedication of fearing from the altar of after it was anointed. Now then Moses went into the tabernacle of meeting to speak with him, and heard the voice of one speaking to him, and above mercy seat that was on the ark of the testimony of from between the 2 cherubims, thus he spoke to him. Chapter 8, Anointing of the Lamp. Please listen to the music for a moment. Alright, take a quick break for a second. chapter 8. Arrangement of the lamp. Arrangement of the lamps. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and say to him, when you arrange the lamps, and the seventh lamp shall give light to the front of the lamp stand. And Aaron did so. He arranged the lamps to face towards the front of the lampstand as the Lord had commanded Moses. Now this workmanship of the lampstand was hammered gold. This workmanship was of the lampstand of hammered gold, from its shaft to its flowers. It was hammered work, articured to the pattern which the Lord had shown Moses. So he had made the lampstand. Cleaning and dedication of the Levites. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the Levites from among the children of Israel, cleaning them. Certain ceremonies thus you shall do to them to cleanse them. Sprinkle water onto purification unto them, and let them shave all their body, and let them wash their clothes, and so make themselves clean. Then let them take a young bull with a grain offering and a fine flour mixed with oil, and you shall take another young bull as a sin offering, and you shall bring the Levites before the tabernacle of meeting, and you shall gather together the whole congregation of the children of Israel. So you shall bring the Levites before the Lord, and the children of Israel shall lay their hand on to the Levites, and Aaron shall offer a Levite before the Lord like a wave offering from the children of Israel, that they may perform the work of the Lord. Then the Levites shall lay their hand onto the head of the young bull, and you shall offer one as a sin offering, and the other as a burnt offering to the Lord, to make an atonement for the Levites. You shall stand at the Levites before Aaron and his sons and all, and then of them like a wave offering to the Lord. Thus you shall separate the Levites from among the children of Israel, and the Levites shall be mine. After that the Levites shall go into service the tabernacle. Of meeting, you shall cleanse them and offer them like a wave offering, for they are wholly given to me. From among the children of Israel I have taken them from themselves, instead of all who opened the womb of the first of all the children of Israel. For all of the firstborn among the children of Israel are mine, and both men and beasts. One day I struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, and I have sanctified them to myself, and I have taken the Levites instead of all the firstborn of the children of Israel, and I have given the Levites as a gift to Aaron and his sons, from among the children of Israel to do the work for the children of Israel, to the tabernacle of meeting, and to make atonement for the children of Israel, that there be no plague among the children of Israel, that the children of Israel come near the sanctuary. Thus Moses and Aaron and all of the congregation of the children of Israel did to the Levites according to all that the Lord had commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so that the children of Israel did to them. And the Levites purified themselves and washed their clothes, and Aaron, a priest, pierced them like a wave offering before the Lord, and Aaron made atonement for them to cleanse them. After that, the Levites went into their work into the tabernacles of meeting before Aaron and his sons, as the Lord commanded Moses concerning the Levites. So they did to them. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "This is what the purification of the Levites from 25 years old and above, one may enter the perform service into the work of the tabernacle of meeting, and at the age of 50 years they must cause performing this work, and shall work on no more. They may minister with their brethren into the tabernacle of meeting to attend to needs, but they themselves shall do no work. Thus you shall do to the Levites regarding their duties." The second Passover, chapter 9. Now the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness and Sinai into the first month of the second year after they had come out into the land of Egypt, saying, "Let the children of Israel keep the Passover at it. Appointed time on the 14th day of the month at twilight you shall keep it, at the appointed time accordingly to all of its rite and ceremonies you shall keep it." So Moses told the children of Israel that they should keep the Passover, and they kept the Passover unto the 14th day of the first month at twilight at wilderness of the Sinai, according to all that the Lord commanded Moses, so that the children of Israel did. Now there were certain men who were defiled by the human corpses, so that they could not keep the Passover unto that day, and they came before Moses and Aaron in that day. And those men said to him, "We came to defile by a human corpse. Why we are kept from presenting the offering of the Lord at its appointed time among the children of Israel?" And Moses said to them, "Stand still, and I lay here that the Lord will command concerning you." Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel, saying, if any of you of your posterity is unclean because of the corpse, or is afar away from the journey, he may still keep the Lord's Passover unto the 14th day on the 14th second month. At twilight they may keep it. They shall eat it with unleavened bread on the bitter herbs. They shall leave none for it until morning, nor speak one of its bones. According to all of the ordinances of the Passover, they shall keep it. But the man who is clean and is not on a journey and causes to keep the Passover, that comes person shall be cut off from among his people, because of he did not bring the offering to the Lord at the appointed time. That man shall bear his sin. And if a stranger dwells among you and would keep the Lord's Passover, he must do so accordingly to the rite of the Passover and according to the ceremony. You shall have one ordinance both for you, stranger, and the native in the land. The cloud and the fire. Now in the day of the tabernacle of rising up, in the cloud covered the tabernacle and the tent of the testimony from evening until the morning. Was about the tabernacle like the appearance of fire, so that it was always the cloud covering by day and the appearance of fire at night. Whenever the cloud was taken up from above the tabernacle, after the children of Israel would journey, and the peace were into the cloud settling, where the children of Israel was pitching their tents at the command of the Lord, and the children of Israel would journey, and the command of the Lord they would camp as long as the cloud stayed above the tabernacle. They remained encamped, even when the cloud continued many days above the tabernacle of the children of Israel kept the charge of the Lord and did not journey. So it was when the cloud was above the tabernacle a few days, according to the command of the Lord, they would remain encamped, and according to the command of the Lord, they would journey. So it was when the cloud remained only from evening until morning. Then the cloud would take up in the morning. Then they would journey wherever by day or by night, wherever the cloud was taken up. They would journey, whether it was 2 days, a month, or a year, that the cloud remained above the tabernacle. Children of Israel would remain encamped and not journey, but when it was taken up, they would journey at the command of the Lord. They remained encamped, and the command of the Lord they journeyed. They kept the charge of the Lord at the command of the Lord from the hand of Moses. Chapter 10. The silver trumpet. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Make 2 silver trumpets for yourself. You shall make them of hammered work. You shall use them for calling to the congregation, and from the directing the movement of the camp. When they blow both them, all the congregation shall gather before you at the door of the tabernacle of the meeting. But if they blow only one, then the leaders of the heads of the division of Israel shall gather to you. Then you sound the advance. The camp that lie unto the east side shall then begin their journey. Then you shall sound that advance unto the second time. Then the camps that lie unto the south side shall begin their journey. Then shall sound the call of them to begin their journey, and then the assembly to them be gathered together. You shall blow, but no sound the advance. The son of Aaron and the priest shall blow the trumpet, and these shall be to you as an ordinance throughout your generations. Then you go to war in your land against the journey who appears to you. Then you shall sound an alarm with the trumpet, and you shall be remembered before the Lord your God, and you shall be saved from your enemies. Also in the day of your gladness, in your appointed fears, and at the beginning of your months, you shall blow the trumpets over your burnt offerings and over your sacrifices of your peace offerings, and they shall be a memorial to you before your God, and I am the Lord your God. Departure for Sinia. Now it has come to pass on the 20th day of the second month, in the second year, at the second day, taken up from above the tabernacle of testimony, and the children of Israel set out the wilderness of Sinia in their journey. Then the cloud settled down into the wilderness of Paran. So they started out from the first time accordingly to the commander of the Lord. They by the hand of Moses, the standard of the camp of the children of Jonah, set out first accordingly to their armies. Over their armies was Nahashon, the son of Amminadab. Over the armies of the tribes of the children of Issachar was Nathaniel, the sons of Zuar. And over the army of the tribe of the children of Zebulun was Eliab, the son of Helon. The tribe was taken down, and the son of Gershon and the son of Merari set out carrying the tabernacle. And the standard of the camp of Reuben set out accordingly to their armies. Over their armies was Eleazar, the son of Shedeur, Shedeur. Over the army of the tribe of the children of Simeon was Shelumiel, Shelumiel, the son of Zuridai, Zurishadai. And over the armies of the tribe of the children of Gad was Eleazar, Eliashaph, the son of Daniel. Then the Cordonites set out, carrying the holy settings. The tabernacle would be prepared for their arrival, and the standard of the camp of the children of Ephraim set out accordingly to their armies. Over to their armies was Elihama, the son of Adadu. Over their armies of the tribe of the children of Manasseh was Gamaliel, the son of Pedar, Pedahzur. And over the armies of the tribe of the children of Benjamin was Abidan, Abida, and the son of Gideon. Then the standard of the camp of the children of Dan, the gird at the camps set out accordingly to their armies. Over their armies was Ahiez, Ahizer, the son of Amarashah, Ammishaddai. Over the armies of the tribes of the children of Asher was Pagal, the son of Oshan. And over the armies of the tribe of the children of Natal was Ariah, the son of Eniah. Thus was the order of the march of the children of Israel accordingly to their armies when they began their journey. Now Moses said to Hobad, the son of Reuel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, we were setting out of this place of which the Lord had said, and I will give to you. Come with us, and we will treat you well, for the Lord has promised good things to Israel. And he said to him, I will not go, but I will depart to my own land, and to be revived. So Moses said, please do not leave, as much as I know. We are to camp into the wilderness, and you can be our eyes, and it shall be, if you are going with us, indeed it shall be, that whatever good the Lord will do to us, the same will do to you. So they departed from the mountain of the Lord on a journey unto the 3 days, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord went before them. And the 3 days' journey to search out a resting place for them, and the cloud of the Lord was above them by day, and then they went out from the camp as it was wherever the ark set out, that Moses said, Rise up, O Lord, let your enemies be scattered, and let those who hate you flee before you. And then it rested. He said, Return, O Lord, to the many thousands of Israel. Chapter 11. The people complained. Now when the people complained, it displeased the Lord. The Lord heard it, and his anger was aroused. So the fire of the Lord burned among them and consumed some in the outskirts for the camp. Then the people cried out to Moses, and when Moses prayed to the Lord, the fire was quenched. So it had the name of this place Taberth, between the fire of the Lord had burned among them. Now the mixed multitudes were among the yield in the intense craving, so that the children of Israel also wept again and said, Who will give us meat to eat? We remember this fish which we ate free in Egypt, and cucumbers, that melon, the leeks, the onion, and the garlic. But now our whole being is dried up. There is nothing at all except this manna before us, our eyes. Now the manna was like coriander seed, and its color like the color of bdellium. The people went about into the gathering it, going in it on millstone, or the beat in the mortar, cooked in the pan, and made cakes of it. and it tasted was like the taste of a pasty prepared with oil. Pastry prepared with oil. And then the dew fell onto the camp into the night, and the manna fell on it. Okay. Then Moses heard the people weeping throughout the families, everyone at the door of his tent, and the anger of the Lord was greatly aroused. Moses also was displeased. So Moses said to the Lord, "Why have you afflicted your servants, and why have I not found favor in your sight, that you might laid the burden onto these people on me? Did I conceive all these people, and did I beget them, that you should say to me, carry them in my bosoms, as a garden carries a nursing child to the land which you swore to their fathers? Where am I getting meat to give to all these people? For they weep all over me, saying, give us meat that we may eat. I am not able to bear all these people alone, because of the burden of too heavily for me it is. If you treat me like this, please kill me there and now, if I have found favor in your sight, and do not let me see my wretchedness." Okay. The 70 elders. So the Lord said to Moses, "Gather to me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom you know to be the elders of the people, and officers over them. Bring them to the tabernacle of meeting, that they may stand there with you. Then I will come down and talk with you there, and I will take the Spirit that is upon you, and will put the same upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with you, that you may not bear it yourself alone. Then you shall say to the people, consecrate yourself for tomorrow, and you shall eat meat, for you have wept into the hearing of the Lord, saying, why will you give us meat to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore the Lord will give you meat, and you will eat, and you shall eat. You shall eat not 1 day, not 2 days, not 5 days, nor 10 days, nor 20 days, but for the whole month, until it is come out of your nostrils and become loathsome to you, because you have displeased the Lord who is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why did we ever come up out of Egypt? And Moses said, the people whom I am among are 600,000 men on foot, yet you have said, I will give them meat that they may eat. For a whole month shall flocks and herds be slaughtered for them to provide, even though for them, or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them, for provided enough for them? And the Lord said to Moses, has the Lord's arm been shortened? Now you shall wither. What I say to you will happen to you, nor not. Then Moses went out and told the people the word of the Lord, and he gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people, and placed them around the tabernacle. Then the Lord came down to this cloud and spoke to them, and took the Spirit that was upon him, and placed the same upon the 7 elders. And it had happened when the Spirit rested upon them that they prophesied, although they never did so again. But 2 men had remained in the camp. The name of one was Eldad, and the name of the other was Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them. Now there were among the thousands listed, but who had not gone out to the tabernacle yet, Hesed the camp. And the young men ran and told Moses and said, Eldad and Medad are prophesying in the camp. So Joshua the son of Nun, Moses as sustained one of his choice men, answered and said, Moses, my Lord, forbid them. Then Moses said to him, Are you zealous for his sake? That all the Lord's people were prophesying, and that the Lord would put his Spirit upon them. And Moses returned to the camp. He said to the elders of Israel, The Lord send quail. Now a wind went out from the Lord, and it brought quail from the sea, and lifted them, fluttering near to the camp, about a day's journey onto the other side, all around the camp, and about 2 cubits above the surface of the ground. And the people stayed up all the day and all the night, all the next day, and gathered the quail. He who gathered least gathered 10 hammers, and they spreaded them, and for themselves all around the camp. But while the meat was still between their teeth, before it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was aroused against the people, and the Lord struck the people with a very great plague, so that he called the name of that place Kibroth Hattaavah, because of it. They buried the people who yield the craving. From the Kibroth Hattaavah, the people moved to Hareth, and camped at Hareth. Chapter 12.